Well, hello again, everyone. It's Bob Martin, the RCSubGuy, here with
Jason,
shop manager here at the Drydocks, and it is Wednesday, May the 10th, but we're doing the weekly update now because I am leaving tomorrow to go pick my son up from college in Iowa, and also take a look at some subs and hopefully pick them up and bring them back here. So truncated week for me. Jason's gonna hang around here though, and maybe we'll work a little bit while I'm gone. Share with you 3 days worth of progress and let you know where we're at, what we're up to, and share some cool things. First off, the 212. Jason and I have been hard at work at this sucker. The big thing is making the video. Making the video like quadruples the amount of time it takes to build these things. But we knocked it out. I finished editing chapter 1 of the video this morning. I'm halfway through chapter 2, which brings us up to this point. Chapter 3 is going to be painting and operation of the boat. So we are really, really close. We just went through the finalized list of components. We're going to be ordering stock to make sure that we can fulfill all of those. And if things go well, hopefully in about a week and a half, maybe, we'll start shipping out kit form purchases of our 212 kit. And then we can get to work hardcore on the turnkey builds that those have been ordered from. So yeah, these are turning out really good. And the more we build, the better they get. So that's kind of cool. What's going on here, Jason?
this will be a 5-foot RC, not from us, shark that we've been commissioned to build.
Yeah, so I shared this with you before, but I ran into big issues with my printer, and I had to bust this up into a whole bunch of smaller pieces so I could run it on my bulletproof Dremels. Thank God for them. So all of these end up getting knocked out, and this is a little bigger than what we were initially thinking it was going to be. He's a big, fat, mean-looking shark right there. But it'll be all assembled by us and painted and all that stuff, and it'll have like an actuated tail, but that's about as far as the design work is going to go. Yeah, this is the previous head, which was the wrong scale, so I painted it and threw it on the wall like a trophy, as though we killed it or something.
Because it looks cool.
Yeah. Working on more of this display model deal in my free time. I know this looks super nasty, as it always does at this point. First coat of rust, gonna do a wipe and clean, second coat of rust, and all of that stuff. But it's turning out pretty cool. I don't mind it. It looks pretty neat. So this is something I downloaded these files for free. I think I got like Thingiverse or something like that. But they're like rocks, and so we're gonna be making that little diorama. And there's a little scale shark right there. Well, he'd be like maybe 10 feet long or something like that, 8 feet long compared to our little diver dudes. This is gonna be pretty cool. I think it's gonna add a lot, and it won't be a lot of work either. This is actually really, really close. Once I finish painting that thing and throw some sand down, it'll be done. Some of you guys may have seen this in the background of my videos. This was actually spoken for the longest time, but the gentleman who had purchased it has decided to invest his time, energy, and resources in another project, which he'll be shipping to me to get some feedback in on. Maybe, Jason, I'll get you to grab that cylinder out here. So just want to let you know that this is going to be made available. If you're interested in it, reach out, let me know. Let's peel that tape off there. This is an RC Submarine Workshop watertight cylinder out of Japan. And it's pretty cool. It's like an RCABS ballast system in it, dual shaft brushless motors, and it's like really slick. But it's a nice fit for that boat. A little bit of work will need to get done because it's when this was built, there wasn't any real easy access to the interior. So you need to make some access and that kind of thing. But this hull is all done. The drive shafts are done. The bow plane retract gearing is all done. The I-plane linkages, the rear linkages, like all of that stuff. And it's a pretty cool looking boat. So I actually kind of like, he's got like a textured finish on the lower hull. It's pretty neat. You know, it reminds me of like bed truck liner.
Yeah, it is.
But yeah, really cool. If that's something that interests you, hey, reach out. You can get first dibs. Otherwise, I'll be listing it up. Probably in the bargain bin. And you can grab it there. There's this project here, Gotland. I showed this actually last week, and I actually had to have somebody who was interested in it, but they never got back to me. I was going to do this as an RTR build, but we're just so slammed right now. We're booked until like January of next year. I think I'm just going to let it go as it is. So again, this was built by Gareth Ha. Is a Gotland class submarine. The dive planes are in the back somewhere. I don't know where. Well, those will come with it, obviously. But I'll get Jason to crack it open so you can see the really, really unique cylinder that that Gareth put together. So it's an OTW kind of clone. So it uses the same idea of like a gear pump or a wobble pump that runs through a solenoid valve. I assume this is probably like the dive controller. Forward servos, ballast tank, comes with a 36 megahertz receiver. If any of you guys are in Europe and you want to grab this thing, got your aft servos, a big beefy brushless motor, and then the magnetic drive coupler. I featured this in my magnet video, highlight video, a little while ago. So you can see it interfaces with that motor, but there's no physical connection to it. It's pretty slick. Magnetic connectors here for the linkages. Yeah. So if that's something that interests you, again, reach out. I'll have this in the bargain bin probably next week once I get back from my trip. But you can reach out, let me know in advance if you want to grab it before I advertise it. Another thing we're picking away at, Superb got sold. So it's going to end up coming to Subfest, which is super exciting. He's going to be picking that up from Cutta, Georgia in September. But a couple of things that we're going to be doing to it before we did a bunch of upgrades to the boat over how we ended up just receiving it. We're going to be installing smoke stacks, working smoke here and here in both of those stacks. And we are going to be actuating all of the gun turrets. They're going to swivel on independent channels and stuff. So pick at that. We got lots and lots of months to do, and actually that'll be pretty quick. It's not a lot of work to get that done. So that's going on now too. And the last thing I wanted to share with you is actually something I'm super excited about. So this was a boat that was actually built by Steve Hodges, and this is an OTW Oberon submarine. It is huge. It's like 78 inches long or something like that. It's well over 6 feet in length. OTW dive module, but he's got a lot of really, really cool features in this boat. So there's the, he's got to figure out the switches. There we go. They're retracting and extending bow planes. And then these periscopes are really slick too. So we're still figuring everything out. This literally showed up, what was it, like an hour ago? An hour ago or so, yeah. Yeah. So we had just enough time to figure out how to get everything plugged in and where it all went and all of that stuff. But this is fully ready to go. The only thing that we are going to do is do test and trim, make sure that everything is working perfectly. And I'm just going to do a little bit of weathering. It kind of bothers me that it's just black. Just black with like nothing on it. So we'll just do a little bit of salt streaking and maybe a little bit of a scum line just to add some visual character to it. And then we'll get it out to the lake, get some footage. We've got to bust our drone out again. I keep forgetting to take it out.
Yes, for sure.
This would be a good boat to get some drone footage on. All right, I guess that's it for 3 days. That's not bad progress, I'd say. So we did the handoff like a relay race. I am handing the baton to Jason. Jason's going to take it over for the next couple days. I'm back Monday, though. Everybody remember, it's Mother's Day this weekend. So if you got
Call your mom.
call your mom. Don't forget the gifts. Ignore the flowers are so expensive and ridiculous right now. Figure something creative to do for Mother's Day this year. Tip of the week from Mr. Jason. What's up?
When you guys order, make sure that if you order multiple times, just do all their orders as pickups. It'll save you money in the shipping costs, and it'll save us a headache of, trying to figure out who to refund and whatnot. So
Yeah.
just put it as a pickup if you order multiple things.
Yeah. So it's not really a safety tip. It's more like save you money tip. If you put multiple orders in within like a couple of days of each other, for the other stuff, provided it's not huge,
Yeah.
just do store pickup and we'll throw it all in the same box. So there's a little tip for you for working with the Drydocks. Before we go, I need to have a shout out to Mike Bratley. He got me this shirt from the Horse and Cow in Guam, which is a very, very famous restaurant and bar in Guam for submariners. Now, I'm not one, but I'm privileged to have been gifted not only the shirt, but challenge coin from there. So shout out to Mike. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it. With that, I think we're going to let you go. Have a great rest of your week, and I will report back once I'm back. So have a great week. And week and end. We'll talk to you later.